I say, what the hell? Let's just jump in, right? 227. Oh, that's right. Apparently this lady, she was making something for like the Duke, and she doesn't want to do it anymore or something like that, and now they're pressing her to keep doing it. I don't remember the specifics, but when we read, we will be enlightened. We will be enlightened. We'll remember. Here we go. I'm not going to try to yap. I had to do 4 chapters yesterday for Tower God, and I yapped so much that the first chapter took 44 minutes. Crazy. And then the second chapter took like 40 minutes. So I'm not trying to yap too much, but we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. I feel good, so why not have a good time? Here we go. Eileen Makerfield. Accept the Duke's offer. This is your last chance. He pulls up. He's so cool, right? He's so cool. I don't think I expected this dude to be so much taller than him. I do remember that. I thought they were like varying heights, but like it's flip flopping. Whatever. Who are you? I'm a customer. A citizen? I don't know who you think you are, but get lost while I'm asking nicely. We're busy collecting taxes. Taxes? You mean where you pay a lot when you make a lot, and also pay a lot when you make a little? What? Hey, wait right there. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. That's right. Okay, the specifics were she was making the thing for like the Duke, and because she was making the thing for the Duke, she wasn't paying taxes, and now that she's refusing to make this item, they want to now then collect like I don't want to like apply years to it, but they want to make her pay the taxes for all the time that she was exempt from taxes. Then I want her to like pay those back taxes, and it's just like that's not fair at all. I do it. Okay, you've got some great products. I always do. It's just that they don't often meet buyers with a good eye. Eileen Makerfield, magic engineer from the planet Lindbergh. Okay. She speaks just like in DWSA. I want to order a special object. You think you can make it for me? A special object? How much are you offering? 50,000 coins. That's the amount of money that she needs. Wait, you're the guy? 50,000 coins? I'll do it. Wow, you really had 50,000? You really had 50,000. Who are you? I told you, I'm a customer. This guy's so smug. You insolent. That's enough, Melon. Character Demon Count Psylocke has taken an interest in you. Your understanding of the character Demon Count Psylocke has increased. Personal skill Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint has been activated. Does Dogsha appear to be like cracking and translucent, transparent to them, like we see him? Oh, is there? Okay. He was able to pay 50,000 coins so easily. A mere citizen could never come up with such a sum. And there's his composure. He acts as if 50,000 coins is nothing to him. Who could he be? I've never seen him around here before. Wait, that mana. Could he be? Yeah, I figured he might be thinking that. This works out better for me then, because the Siswitz industrial complex is now swarming with rumors about a new Demon King. I'm thinking out loud. There is we know of the 72 Demon Kings. the 72 realms, we now are aware of the fact that a 73rd Demon King existed. Doksha took his place for a little bit, but he still has the title of Demon King. And now this realm is without, not without, but this realm doesn't have a Demon King. And this realm being without a Demon King means that like all the dukes and all of them, they're able to still like make all this money. They're able to keep this power over like the realm. But if a Demon King were to be put in place, they lose all their power. So they don't want there to be a Demon King. So they're trying to like not let this happen. I'm just thinking out loud. It's been a minute. It's been almost a month since I've read this series. Thinking out loud. Okay. I do remember that. All right. Let me read this again. Yeah, I figured he might be thinking that. This works out better for me then, because the Siswitz industrial complex, I can't say that for the life of me, is now swarming with rumors about a new Demon King. I believe you already guessed who I am. Oh, that's such a cold panel. Sorry. I gotta get that. I need that. That's such a cold panel. Dog, that's sick looking. That's clean. My bad. Hold on. Here we go. Really quick. Save this. It's 227, correct? Yes. Here we go. Forgive me for not recognizing you as a demon noble. Are you visiting from the Gilobat Industrial Complex? You may be a bit slow on the uptake, but it seems the gears in your head are turning. I didn't hear anything about you visiting. I make my itinerary known to minions like you. That's my apologies. If he has the authority to travel without notice, he must at least be a Marquise. Nothing good can come from getting tangled up with the Gilobat Industrial Complex. This man's such a swindler. Let's go. Huh? But we've collected what we needed to. You were lucky this time. But don't think your luck will save you next time, Eileen. Slam the door. Whew. Alright, now I want to hear this kid pop off at the mouth. Wow, you're pretty impressive. Who are you? Why is he looking at it? Excuse me. You'll accept my request, right? But are you a noble? I'm not a demon. Then what? Popped his collar. Ooh. Goodness gracious. An exile? Then your request? That's right. But I've never melded stories of this scale before. Okay. Now he's literally like, goodness. You're the only one that can do this. You're the only decent story expert at the Siswitz Industrial Complex. Please fix me Eileen Makerfield. Doc, he's in dire straits. Goodness. Landscape of the Demon Realm, Part 3. Chapter 37. How can an incarnation have stories of this scale? Just who are you? He's got stories that don't match mixed in. Goodness, this story seems to be legendary. Are you really an incarnation? You appear to be something more. I can't believe you're still alive after consuming such dangerous fragments. And it's kind of wild when you like start to list off all of Doksha's like accomplishments, especially by looking at his stories. It's like, what kind of individual are you? Weird. The most urgent thing is to stabilize these, so let's start there. Oh, he doesn't look all cracked up anymore. Ah! Dang, that scared me. Why they restrain him so much? Wow, it doesn't hurt at all. Hey, what are you? What do you think? You like puzzles? Who told you that? Never mind that. Just try and guess. Are you a returnee? A returnee, huh? What makes you think that? It doesn't add up for a normal citizen in the demon realm to have that kind of a fortune. Pretty good. Keep going. You also said that you're not a demon. And you don't seem to be an average incarnation. But you've got loads of unique stories, and you appear to be super strong. That only leaves one option. What do you think? Impressive deducing, right? There's a prerequisite for that deduction to be correct, though. And what's that? It would have to be true that every returnee in the universe is strong. What do you mean? Don't you know what a returnee is? They obtain powerful strength in other dimensions or planets and return to their own planet. There's no way they could be weak. You never know. It's not like you've met all the returnees in the universe, have you? Doksha has this weird taunt that he can say, I have. Depending on if TWSA showed every single returnee. Think about it. Some returnees might hate their homeland and decide not to return. Or they might move from dimension to dimension multiple times and fall into despair that they couldn't obtain any special powers. So taken aback, like his face so shocked. Perhaps they even got a new physical form, but that body had no talents. Wait a minute. The frustration they felt from the lack of talent led them to settle down in an adequate place, and they decided to live out a normal life. Who the heck are you? Seriously? Hey, Young. Do you like living in the demon realm? Personal skill character profile activated. Was Doksha being... Hold, time out. Yeah, it's also interesting, though, since he's basically made up of stories right now. With the broken dragon heart story he collected, now also mean that his heart is now a young dragon's. I that's something I didn't think about. Maybe. Possibly. Everything he was saying, was it like, it wasn't just like blah 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 blah. Was he saying his story? Or a familiar story that they both would know? Personal skill character profile activated. What? Character profile, Heyo Zhang. Aslan Makerfield. Age 23, 15. Is he an isekai character? Supporting constellation, none. Personal attribute, dimension skipper, heroic. Homeland abandoner, rare. Wallmaster, mythical. Personal skill, wall of enigma. Caustic tongue, grumbling, laziness, sloth, lethargy. That damn. And what kind of personal skills are these? How did you? All right, you don't use your real name here. Then should I call you Aslan? Interesting. So Aslan here, or Hey Young, is a returnee. Is that what we're saying? Because returnees are technically isekai characters. I think that's how I summed it up whenever whenever it was explained what a returnee is. I was like, they just feel like an isekai character. They feel like a character that was isekai'd away, went on their adventure, and then they have the option to come back. Interesting. Let me continue. Yeah. Isekais, they don't seem fun. when you really think about it. They don't seem fun. Alright, do you like living in the demon realm? right here. How do you know my real name? I was just thinking it might be a good idea to just add a new character. If I hadn't written that comment back then, and it'd be nice if it was a pretty female character, then maybe Heyo Zhang wouldn't even exist here. Excuse me. For their background, well, Zhongyang is a regressor, so maybe a dimension skipper? Wait, Doksha's comment was this? Whenever I see this, I'm like, okay, he left a comment. But Doksha's comment literally, like, for their background, well, Zhongyang is a regressor, so maybe a dimension skipper? Maybe if I hadn't written that comment then, at least this second protagonist might not have had to suffer from moving through dimensions. You're not talentless. You just aren't aware of your talent yet. What are you talking about? What's wrong, Aslan? What's all the commotion about? Eileen! Who are you really? What have you done to him? They must be from the Siswitz Civil Council. Duke Siswitz. Huh? He's pretty ambitious, isn't he? After all, he refused high-ranking positions in great demonic realms and came all the way to this border realm. Duke Siswitz probably asked you to create giant soldiers, right? What? That guy recently went on a tour of the underworld, and he's been sort of off-kilter since. That's why he's asking the impossible of you. He doesn't know what he's doing. How do you? But now that you've refused him 3 times, he'll surely drag you away next time. Are you prepared for that? If you accept my request, I can stop the Duke for you. Who are you? Doksha is coming here. Now, like, my brain, so Zhongyang has done a version of this, is my assumption, is that Zhongyang in TWSA has done some variation of this. I need to go through what's his face to end up in this demon realm so that I could do whatever. However, whatever Zhongyang had to go through, he had to do this. And Doksha has, like, now found him in this situation, and he's just, like, speed running it. Like, he just come in here, he's just, like, imposing his will. Like, got some alone. I'm like, yeah, you're returnee, blah 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 blah, whatever. This, you're gonna do this and this and that. He's just moving everything around. Like, he's not being as, like, suave about it or as secretive like he usually is. He's kind of, like, brooding, like, this, the last, like, 2 chapters since he's walked into the shop has felt like he's been brooding his way through this. It feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like he's jamming X during the cutscenes. Like, he's skipping, like, he's, like, fast forwarding everything. It feels like this could have been, like, 2 more chapters of, like, this stuff actually playing out and happening naturally. And Doksha's just like, nope. I can't let this drag on too long, so I'm gonna make sure it happens. That's what it feels like. It's interesting. I feel like it's the first time he's ever done this like this. Excuse me. I'm gonna read this again. If you accept my request, I can stop the Duke for you. Who are you? My name is the sneaky little grin. My name is Zhongyang Yu. I'm going to become the Demon King of the 73rd Demon Realm. Your notoriety is spreading in the 73rd demon realm. See, if I'm Jung Yak, I'm like that there's no way in my heart of hearts, especially if I know I haven't done anything to gain any attraction in any demon realm. In my heart of hearts, I would have to be like, that's Doksha. Doksha's doing something. I would, in my heart of hearts, I would believe that. Your notoriety is spreading in the 73rd demon realm. What? Doksha Kim? In my heart, in my heart of hearts, something like I got that notification, I would 100% be like, Doksha. There's no other way. Anytime something weird happens, it always was because of you. Now something weird is happening. You're supposed to be gone or dead or whatever. It has to be you. It's the only other way. Landscape of the Demon Realm, Part 4, Chapter 37. The Demon King of the 73rd Demon Realm? Whoa. Eileen and the Civil Council members were shocked that there was someone who declared that so easily. Huh. The reaction is different from in TWSA. Interesting. So what I mean is, on the other hand, Doksha Kim felt he'd gotten stronger for some reason. Huh? Oh, fourth wall woke back up. That was a habit he'd had since his school days. When his self-esteem was low or something, when his self-esteem was low or something important in his life happened, he'd say to himself, I am Jung Yak Yu. Since when has the darn fourth wall been awake? Could you all give us some privacy for a moment? Now let me do this. He said his name was Jung Yak Yu, right? And this little speech bubble was, I can't tell. Like, this feels like it's the same color as this nice purple speech bubble. So I don't know if this was supposed to be Doksha saying this or Jung Yak saying this. I'm just going to assume it's Jung Yak saying it or whatever. Let me continue. I need to talk with this man alone. I'm curious because he said they had different reactions. Could you release me before we talk? This isn't really an ideal position for conversation. You said you'll become the Demon King. Do you understand just what that means? It means I'd be the king of the 73rd Demon Realm, of course. And I'd also garner attention from the other 72 Demon Kings. I saw what stories you have while I was treating you, but I haven't got a clue what you're thinking. What's the problem? Duke Siswitz is strong, likely stronger than what you'd imagine. I understand your confidence because I've seen the surprising stories you have. But I want you to prove to me that you're trustworthy. Let's make an oath of existence. No matter what we speak of here, we cannot leak it to others. That's interesting. An oath of existence. I'd also prefer if you didn't reveal my identity. This oath extends to all the council members who helped amend your stories, so don't worry. The council has long been looking for an opportunity to bring down that plant. The plant is the heart of the industrial complex and the nucleus of power. So you want to eradicate the nobles? Yes. You must all be returnees. So why are you trying to interfere with the ecology of the demon realm? Because we're not yet returnees. Do explain. Not all returnees complete a dimension skip scenario and return home. Okay. Some of them fail the scenario, and some of them hate their homeland and stay somewhere else. Those who have given up on returning for whatever reason must make their new home into their homeland, no matter how awful a place that is. Okay. Such an interesting concept. Many have tried to kill the Duke already, but they all failed. Most of them couldn't even get past his guards, let alone reach the Duke himself. The plant has a staggering 100 or so low-ranking nobles, like barons and viscounts. There are even 10 counts and 2 marquises. That doesn't sound too bad. But I'd like you to prove your strength first. I want to make sure you're the caliber to face the nobles. As luck would have it, a suitable opponent has come to visit Siswitz. You must mean the Gilobat Industrial Complex's envoy. The 73rd Demon Realm is buzzing with rumors about a Demon King. The meeting between Siswitz and Gilobat Industrial Complexes was planned to try to calm the growing tension. I get what you're thinking. I do feel bad for you, though. If I can make good use of this opportunity to make the nobles fight amongst one another, it should be possible to create a divide among them. This can be our first deal. Fine. What do you want in return? Returned? I read return and mend at the same time. Fine, what do you want in return? Mend my physical incarnation whenever I ask for it in the future. For free, of course. If you succeed, that'll be no problem. Is that all? There's one more thing. Lend me a scenario. I need your people's revolutionary scenario. I don't know what that means, but it sounds drastic. Sounds very important, too. It sounds very important. I don't know what it means. It sounds very important. I feel like I'm about to gain some knowledge. For like the last half chapter, I want to say, or this whole chapter, my thought process has been not even thinking of his stories. She can only go off of his stories because she was able to see all of them. But just thinking about Doksh's skill set, the abilities that he does have, the titles that he does have, he is a Demon King. Damn, I forgot the name of what's his demon. I saved that picture. He's the Demon King of what? I can't believe I forgot it. I did save that panel, so hold on, let me pull it up. The Demon King of Salvation. So he is the Demon King of Salvation. He is extremely powerful. I'm with no knowledge of how strong these individuals, these dukes are, and all these viscounts and counts and all this stuff. Is it going to be as easy as Doksha is making it seem? Or is it going to end up being a little bit harder? And I would love to know what their original reaction was, in TWSA. Whenever Doksha's their reaction is different, and that which led to this conversation. I would like to know what their original reaction was. Let me continue. Let me do that first. Here you go. Since long ago, the Demon Realm has been unpopular among the constellations. Part of that was because of the constellations and Demon Kings didn't get along. But the other reason was that most of the incarnations that entered the Demon Realm were failures. Okay. This tastes so good. Doksha Kim wondered. Who among these people was the revolutionary? This darn fourth wall is chattering on again. There are scenarios in the Demon Realm as well. One of the main scenarios here, the revolutionary, was one that even the Dukes had their eyes on. I don't know how you found out about the scenario, but I can't help you with that right now. We don't know who the revolutionary is either. I can't offer the scenario without even knowing who the revolutionary is. So you don't have any information on them? Even if we gathered info, the revolutionary changes each month. So there's no way to know who it is. Really? So, damn, that it changes? Honestly, who would come forward to say they're the revolutionary if the role came to them? We have no idea where there might be spies. The revolutionary is the demon realm's unique main scenario. The scenario number is different each time, but those who will receive the scenario event are predetermined. It's always given to the subjugated class. The citizens of this place remember vividly what happened to the last person to declare that they were the revolutionary. That was my next question. So don't just search through everyone. They'll all get nervous. I understand how Eileen feels, but I can't simply wait around. I've got to get my hands on the revolutionary scenario here, so I can return to the original scenario. I wonder if the revolutionary might be a certain somebody. I wonder if it will end up being a certain somebody. We got another. I'll yappity yap because I'm intrigued. I will say before I jump into 229. The feeling that I felt how many chapters ago would that have been? 3 chapters ago? The feeling that I felt whenever we look at this panel. Where is it? Because I did save it. I thought I saved it. Did I not save it? I did save it. This panel. The feeling I felt when reading 225 and getting to this panel and the chapter ends. So far, I'm like genuinely like happy with how this story is unfolding. It's because Doksha's moving in a way that he hasn't moved before, because he's trying to make haste, trying to get back to the main scenario. And like how I was saying earlier, how it feels like he's just like skipping through all of the stuff that we usually would spend time like unfolding and developing in the main scenario like we have in every other arc. It feels like we just let it unfold. Doksha won't say much. He'll do things, he'll know things, he'll set things up. Now it feels like he's like go. So it's like he's fast tracking all these conversations. Like he's saying I need to fast track finding the revolutionary. I can't sit around and wait. So it's like it's a different feeling than damn near every other arc that we've had so far, which is how Doksha's moving. We still don't know everything that he's planning, but how he's like presenting the information to us is different. It feels different. So far, like I have nothing to write home about Heyo Aslan. It's just Aslan's a returnee that has yet to like come into his own power. His or her own power. I don't know. Because Doksha said it'd be cool if it was a girl, but then I don't know. But so far there hasn't been anything like truly interesting outside of like what Doksha has told us like about the returnee thing. I want to get to know the character more. But this whole I'm wondering how difficult this fight's gonna be. Now I'm wondering how difficult to find the revolutionary is gonna be. I'm wondering if it's already a character that we've met and they just haven't said anything. But then they said it changes every month, so it's a role that's already predetermined, so it's just gonna keep cycling through. I'm interested. I'm having a grand time. I am. All right, 229, and we should be caught up once we read this. Whew. Let me do this. I don't want to lose my voice. I don't want to lose it. Here we go. The citizens of this place remember vividly what happened to the last person to declare that they were the revolutionary. So don't poke around too much. They'll all get nervous. I understand how Eileen feels, but I can't simply wait around. Got to get my hands on the revolutionary scenario here so I can return to the original scenario. Landscape of the Demon Realm Part 5, Chapter 37. Oh, here we go. I just got here yesterday. You made a good choice. Our industrial complex might be a bit tough to live in, but the people here are warm-hearted. It's not a bad place to settle down. I don't know where you're from, but can I get you something to drink? No, I don't really like alcohol. Ah, it's hard to get by in the demon realm without alcohol. That's a shame. Miongo? Is that how you say that? Miongo said something similar after I said I didn't drink much at my first company dinner. Oh. Mr. Han. Wonder how he's doing now. He's being chased Demon King. A Demon King wants to kill him. There's no way to know if he's dead or alive after he was cursed by the Demon King Asmodeus. I do like bar food though. Is it alright if I just order something to eat? Nods yes. Wow. Is that the place called Earth? Who's talking about Earth? Excuse me, mister? What? Hold on, time out. What's happening? Hey, this is not gonna be a good look if Doksha with horns and wings is about to get shown while he's sitting in this bar. Not gonna be a good look. I don't think. I don't know if Doksha wants to be outed like that. Why is this on the TV though? Whoa, that scenario sure packs a punch. I guess it's popular for a reason. I heard that's the most popular scenario area these days. That looks easy as pie. Even I could manage that much. You a damn lie. Yeah, right. If you went there, you'd yeah, right. If you went there, you'd croak by the 5th scenario. What? No way. You know it already, Uriel. He is on the TV. This is just how the story goes. You've already seen many people die before me. Dang, that's so sad. I wasn't gonna say anything about this. Why the heck did B Young edit my own? Why the heck did B Young edit only my face weirdly? Do you think we could do that if we got back to our home scenario? Do you want to go back, Lampert? If I could go, there's no reason not to. Huh, then ask a Winnie Man. He might send you back someday. Interesting. Is that a joke? I don't want to become a catastrophe to my homeland. That Doksha said that they don't like their homeland, they don't want to go back to or stuff, but this as well, like, what if it's someone that actually loved their homeland so much that they don't want to like go back and be a catastrophe, right? To be a part of the scenarios and just bring destruction. It's interesting. Wait, is there no correlation? Well, Doksha's face is edited weird, so that could be a reason why people's not gonna recognize. What does watching that make you miss? What does watching that make you miss it? You don't have to be so on guard. I just want to eat together. Did you finish talking with Eileen? You don't need to know. Wait, isn't that a special dish? Have some if you want. Breathe. Damn. Breathe. It looks good, but breathe. It's not bad. So you're from Earth too, right? I am. How was it? Terrible. Then are you going to show up on screen too? Yeah. Where? I'm right there. I'm waiting for the joke. I'm waiting for the joke. I'm waiting for the joke. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Oh man. Okay. All right. Shalala. That doesn't look like you at all. If you were a smashed up chunk of clay, the man on TV is more like an elegant vase crafted by the gods. I'm in exile. I look this way because the stories around my face crumbled. Time out. Hold on. I'll be back. I just heard something crazy. Okay. I'm back. I don't know what the hell that was, but that sounded crazy. Okay. I'm going to scroll back up a little bit. If you were a smashed up chunk of clay, the man on TV is more like an elegant vase crafted by the gods. I'm in exile. I look this way because the stories around my face crumbled. Still don't buy it. Fine, that's not me. But he's cool, isn't he? He fights well too. Totally. If we go to Earth, I'll introduce you. I'm pretty close with him. In TWSA, Heyo idolizes Jungyak. So hopefully I can make him want to return home. Why should I meet him? Huh? I think that guy's way more interesting. Him. That's me. Do you fumble it if you say that's me? Or do you just run the risk of Heyo being like, I don't believe you? No. Open your eyes, Demon King of Salvation. Darn it, I can't stop crying. Your fame grows in the 73rd Demon Realm. You have received 1,500 coins. What? Was I this popular here? Maybe I didn't need to pretend to be Jungyak. I wonder if he already has a girlfriend. Huh? Who? The Demon King of Salvation. Do you happen to know him too? I do. What, are you interested? If I remember correctly, Heyo Zhang is a guy. Well, what's it to you? That darn TWSA author reflected all the comments I left, but then just changed one thing. This guy's sex. That's hilarious. Doksha's just like, this author, I left this comment of the perfect person, right? This person is perfect. The person I'm into, everything. The damn person is a guy. Oh, that's funny. It's hilarious. Power's out. Night's coming. Shh. The Demon Realm has a special night. All citizens of the industrial complex are frightened of the nobles. But that isn't just because of the nobles' strength. It's because of the night that comes every 3 days. Please just pass us by, please. Oh, they're terrified. They're terrified. They are terrified. Nice. Whoa. Whoa. What? What is that? That's legit one of the coolest designs in this entire series. No exaggeration. That's like a top 3 design in the entire series. No exaggeration. This is like a top 3 design in the whole series. Oh my goodness. What the? This is crazy. This is sick. When night falls, the executioner visits the industrial complex. The citizens had the revolutionary, but the nobles had the executioner. Oh, it's coming in. He's coming in. He's coming in. Who is the revolutionary? Whoa. The target is under the protection of the scenario. The target is currently invincible. So you can't even do anything to the executioner. There was no one who could stand against the executioner in the industrial complex at night. Tonight, the executioner has chosen this bar as his execution ground. Someone here must die before sunrise. Wow! Who is the revolutionary? Not Doksha staring him down. Don't look it in the eye. Got his attention. Damn it. Dog, don't damn. He's too cool. He's too cool. Not him standing up. Not him standing this pin. I gotta get this. Damn, I gotta get this one. This one's cool as hell. This one is cool as hell. Not him standing up to him. Time out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. Who are you? I can't save everything. Doksha Kim wondered, what would Shungyak have done in this situation? That guy would never have revealed himself here. That's why the guy regressed hundreds of times, Doksha thought. I am the revolutionary. This guy is crazy. Someone has declared themselves the revolutionary. No. 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 I'm having a lot of enjoyment from this. I have a lot of enjoyment from this arc. I'm having a good time with this arc. I am. I really am. I just wonder what the play is, though. Right? I wonder what the play is. Doksha proclaimed to want to be like the 73rd Demon King, right? But these are all just means to an end so that he can return back to the main scenario. So does that mean he's going to install an individual as a 73rd Demon King? Is he just gonna set it up so he could just do something else? It feels like Doksha needs Heyoung. Honestly, what it feels like, and I could be completely wrong with this, but Doksha needs a way to return back to the scenarios. And I don't know, like, I'm trying to think if he takes the title of 73rd Demon King, can he leave the 73rd Demon Realm once he does that? Just okay, so speaking hypothetically, if Doksha does indeed take the title of 73rd Demon King, can he leave the realm? I have no idea. If this is a spoiler, just don't say anything. So that's one thing that I'm thinking of. And then it feels like he needs Heyoung to want to return back to Earth because Heyoung is from Earth. And my assumption is that's how Doksha is going to get his way back to the main scenario. Once he makes his physical incarnation, he needs a way back to the main scenario. So I think the way back to the main scenario would be to accompany a returnee on their journey back to Earth. That's my guess. That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, what's the... besides needing Heyoung for future things, right? For future events down the line. And having Heyoung be a part of our group. What other reason would there be for Doksha to say, I need Heyoung to want to go back home? What other reason would that be? And then also thinking about how the people, it would make sense to me anyway. I feel like it makes sense. You have all these individuals in the 73rd Demon Realm who are watching the scenarios, like watching Doksha's scenario anyway. And like they feel sympathetic for him, they feel emotional for him. But if they're watching the scenario, wouldn't they have heard that this is like it's the most popular scenario that's out? I'm pretty sure if they were seeing what we were seeing, they would have heard that, they would have seen that the 73rd Demon King was there and died. Doksha then took the mantle of 73rd Demon King, sacrificed himself, and then died. So like now it's up in the air. Like Doksha's like, maybe I should have just like been myself, and these people would have just adored me. But then my question would be, if Heyoung realizes that Doksha is indeed this individual from the scenario that everyone's been watching and loving, would Heyoung even want to go back to Earth if Doksha is right here in front of him? Especially like if he wants to be close with him or anything like that. What motivation would there be outside of just fulfilling Doksha's requests to want to go back to Earth when he's right here? Why? You could be the 73rd Demon King and stay here, and we don't have to go to Earth. Like, that's the thought process that I would think from Heyoung, if anything. But that aside, just looking at this panel right here, dude, what is your actual plan, Doksha? Like, what is revealing yourself to the Executioner as the Revolutionary? What play does that give you? Because my assumption is that the Executioner is going around to slay the Revolutionary so that this never gets off the ground, to instill fear so that no one is bold enough to do what you just did. So, I don't... am I to assume that... am I to assume that this Executioner is going to take him prisoner? Is the Executioner just... No, because they said the execution, someone has to die. So, like, what's the play, Doksha? What is the play? That's what I'm wondering. Like, what is the play for doing this? I'm very curious. I'm very, 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 very curious. I'm very curious by that. I wonder what the play is. Like, how can he talk his way out of this? And the Executioner is protected by the scenario. Like, it can't be Doksha can't kill him, seemingly. So there's no like beating the Executioner in a fight. So I wonder what the play is. I don't know. This Doksha that's speeding through everything is an interesting Doksha. Very interesting, like how he's choosing to move through this. But I'm curious. I'm curious to see what's gonna come of this. Like, what is gonna come from this proclamation? And I do wonder if Doksha, after seeing everyone care about him so much, I do wonder if he'll renege on, call it like masquerading as Xiangyak. I don't know. Maybe it would be, I don't know. Would it be a good idea to I mean, I get why Doksha wouldn't want to walk around using his own name, because he's supposed to be dead and all this stuff. There's no reason to be building, right? There's no reason to necessarily be building and getting more attention on your name, especially when you got bozos that are out there that want you dead so damn bad. But I think it's also interesting to note how Doksha's notoriety. It's interesting that Doksha was stuck and he was about to die. He gets into this realm and now his notoriety is climbing because they keep Young is like replaying his story and whatnot. So it's like his notoriety is growing. Like he's still like he's fine because his story is growing. His legend is growing. So I wonder if like would that give like some weird boost or something, where it's like his legend is growing. And he's a demon king in a demon realm to claim 70. Like, I don't know. There's so many variables that are up to play. I'm just so clueless on what they could be. I'm really digging this arc though so far. This is like one of the start. Like, this is a strong, for me, this is like a strong beginning to like an arc in a minute. I've liked all the arcs. I don't think there's an arc that I don't like in this series, but I think I'm so intrigued by like the whole setup of now learning what like this revolutionary is. Doksha like trying to make haste of this situation, but knowing how there's all these dukes and these counts and they're seemingly powerful. And there's the different industrial complex. You had the Siswitz industrial complex and the whatever the other one was, I can't remember. You have like the complexes and them coming together wanting to like ease the people of like a new demon king like rising. And now seeing how the scenario is playing and they're watching Doksha's scenario, which was the 73rd demon king, and oh my goodness, this demon, like I can see why like the murmurs of the people would be like there's a demon king, like there's a new demon. I get like it makes more sense like how it like back ties into people being like there's murmurs of a new demon king, and then come to find out the most popular scenario happens to be the one where where the main person in the scenario claims the title of 73rd Demon King, loses that title, but then gains the title of Demon King of Salvation. And you have all these people who are like, you have like the returnees here, you have all the people in like the industrial complex who are like beaten down by like the system and all this, and to have like this popular scenario be the Demon King of Salvation, they're like putting their hope in this Demon King that maybe he might come for us, maybe he might come and take this. It's cool. I'm having a great time. So I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys. There's not much editing I'm gonna do to this. I'm probably gonna blur a few panels. I'm gonna get this up so it's up tomorrow morning for the YouTube people. And then how I'm feeling now, hopefully it stays this way. We'll be right back on track. We'll be here on the usual Tuesday, not Wednesday. Next week is an early game, so I'll be able to come home and stream at the normal time. We'll be good. Everything's gonna be rolling. Actually, next week is Thanksgiving. I actually don't know. No, I'll be fine. It's next Tuesday's not Thanksgiving, so I'll be good. We'll be fine. Erase the last 15 seconds. We'll be good. We'll be here next week to do 220. What chapter are we doing? 220, 230, 230, 230. So we'll be here for 230. That'll be fun. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to see Gladiator. I'll probably do a stream on the YouTube channel, like out of the theater, just talking about it, if I liked it or not. Gladiator 1's my favorite movie ever, my number one movie, so I'm hoping the second one's going to be good. So I won't be around tomorrow, but I'm planning to stream again Friday, either being it after the end or something else. We'll do something, and hopefully I can stream the Saturday. Probably not, but hopefully I can stream the Saturday. So that's all I got. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your week. If I don't see you, have a good weekend coming up, and hopefully, God willing, I see you back here next Tuesday for 2:30. Peace out.